Relationship for Dumbasses by Orphaned Account on AO3. Episode 13. Chapter 6. Night. Deku doesn't come to the gym again after his first trip, which, 1, what the fuck, and 2, what the fuck? After all this asking, after all this begging, all this stammering, Deku just gives up after one trip? Bakugou thinks it might be embarrassing for Deku, but honestly, it doesn't matter to him. Whether or not Deku's there doesn't affect his workout routine in the slightest, so Bakugou gets to the gym. Deku scrambling after him, after he just upped and left without wanting, and starts running on the treadmill. Then Deku who sucks at running, who lays on the side of the track after 2 miles, who fucking dies every time they have gym class, Deku comes up right next to Bakugou and starts running too. Well, Bakugou shouldn't be too surprised. After all, what the fuck else do people do at the gym? But that's not it. It starts when Kirishima comes in like he always did. Red, loud, and fucking irritated. He slides up like a fucking tool on the unoccupied treadmill, on Bakugou's other side with a, "Hey man." Once he gets a good look at Bakugou, plus when his smile gets a little dumber. "Hey Midoriya." "Hey Kirishima." Deku intones, voice flat. "Anyways, Bakubro." Kirishima starts to work out, with a loud-ass mouth, steadily increasing his speed to match Bakugou's pace. And the thing is, Kirishima knows his routine like the back of his mind. Hell, Kirishima adopted his routine. That's why it pisses Bakugou off when Kirishima starts racking up the speed before its designed time. "What the fuck, shitty air?" He growls. "It hasn't been a mile yet. The fuck you going faster for?" "Oh, my bad. Is it too fast for you?" Kirishima glances at Bakugou and something behind Bakugou with this look. And okay then. Kirishima shows up during his gym session, adopts his routine, and then has the gall to change it and challenge him over it? Fine. Challenge accepted. They're running, no, sprinting, at fucking 10 miles per hour. When Bakugou hears the characteristic sound of an animal dying, and he turns his head and sees Deku, huffing and puffing, looking like he just might kneel over right there and then. Deku's trying his dumbness to match their crazy-ass pace. "Deku!" He yells as best as he can while his lungs are trying to grasp for air. "The fuck you running so damn fast for?" Kirishima ups the speed to 11 miles per hour. Like a domino effect, Bakugou matches his pace, and Deku starts pushing the up arrow keys with a weird expression that's half competitive and half wanting to die. "Deku, what the fuck? You're gonna fucking get wrecked." But Deku's eyes are fixated behind Bakugou, and whoever the fuck he sees makes him push the last button to Sonic mode. Bakugou can see Deku's feet dragging, getting closer to the edge of the treadmill. That dumbass is gonna get himself injured. Bakugou slows down and reaches over, and sets Deku's speed to a nice 4 miles per hour. "Kachan, what?" "Don't." He interrupts. "Don't start with that shit." "What the fuck, Deku? Don't you dare try more than you can handle." Deku looks down, gullible, face still red and hair sticking up a sweat. "I'm sorry, Kachan." "Damn right you're sorry." Kind of like our first meeting, huh? Kirishima pipes up, and Bakugou wants to pipe down. "You cannot handle more than 140 pounds. He smiles. "But you were cute when you were tired." "Oh, it is on. Look here, shitty hair." They finish the 5-mile run. He and Kirishima going ham at the sprint and at the argument. Deku stays quiet for the rest of the time, walking next to them at 4 miles per hour. It's 2 a.m., and Deku is nearly falling asleep on advanced chem tech books when Todoroki calls him. "What are you doing so late, Midoriya?" "Todoroki." He mumbles sleepily. "Did you just call me to check if I was sleeping or not?" He doesn't mention how it would have been counterproductive to call him had he actually been sleeping. "Maybe." Sounds the speaker. "But now that I know you're not, get some sleep, Midoriya." Kacham and his friend are in our room, he says, somewhat dejected, and Todoroki is probably nothing but hyper-aware of all Midoriya's emotions. Just push them onto one bed and sleep on your own. Midoriya doesn't want to say that he doesn't like the idea of Kirishima and Bakugou sleeping on the same bed, together, while he occupies the other one, alone. He thinks of when he asked Kachan if he could go to the gym with him, not wanting the others to spend time with Kirishima. He remembers dying after a couple of miles as the two of them continued, doing everything in sync. Being fit enough to talk during and after workout for 2 hours like some gym monsters. He remembers how the two of them got swept up in each other, like some strong updraft had picked them up and carried them far, far away, leaving Midoriya on the ground. He remembers deciding that spending time alone in his and Kachan's dorm was better than watching Kachan and Kirishima interact. Midoriya? Todoroki sounds in his ear. And he gets, suddenly, the strong feeling of wanting Todoroki there beside him, at UA, instead of with his mother in his childhood home. Maybe he and Todoroki could room together. What comes out instead is, yeah, okay. Good. Todoroki says, by the way, yeah? Why do you call Bakugou Kachan? Why was he asking about this? Just his nickname. You can call me Shoto. It's said quietly, shyly. Midoriya sits up straight. You can call me Izuku. He raises his voice, and the 24-hour librarian glares at him. You can call me Izuku. He drops to a whisper. I mean, we've been friends for so long, it's a little weird we're not on first-name basis. Yeah. Pause. Good night, Izuku. He smiles at the sound of his name, passing Todoroki's lips. Good night, Shoto. He spends the night in the library. Bakugou spends most of his nights in the dorm with Kirishima sleeping on Deku's bed, or Kirishima's dorm sleeping on Kaminari's bed. He prefers his dorm room, though, because 1, Pikachu never lets him hear the end of it, and 2, Deku's never there like 80% of the time, leaving his bed free. Aw, Bakugou. Kaminari teases. You're such a nice guy. No, baby, you belong in UA. You belong by my side. Fuck off. He growls, but goddamn he must be getting soft because Kaminari doesn't even cower in fear. Not even a little bit. Oh man, stop it. Kirishima says, but he's smiling, and it has about 0 Ken effect. You even called Kiri your friend. Kaminari continues. As much of a milestone that is, I really doubt he's on the same level as me. You're not my friend. You like me. He sings, and Bakugou struggles against Kaminari's hold, as he reaches for Kirishima's neck so he could strangle the life out of that fucker. Reason 2. Well, something's got Deku studying day and night, holding himself up at the library. Bakugou thinks it might be chemistry. For some unknown fucking reason, Deku insists on taking an advanced chem class, despite being an English/pre-med major. Bakugou spends nearly all of his study time for chem fellowships. Plus, recently he's been misplacing some of his notes, and that's been a whole fucking hassle in itself. So it's no wonder Deku, as a chem amateur, needs to take extra time learning element materials. Nonetheless, he doesn't see Deku as much in the night time anymore. Bakugou sees Deku even less when this happens. Kachan. Deku asks during his increasingly rare moments in the dorm. What? Do you like anyone? Bakugou pauses from his studying. I hate everyone. He instantly thinks back to that one-sided conversation he and Deku had in the middle of the night. There's this guy I really like. What about you? No one. Liar. I mean, I don't know if anyone likes me, so... Don't tell him. Todoroki had said. Bakugou's throat itches. Who the fuck cares? Just say who you like. If there's anything Bakugou has learned from romance novels, is that the longer it drags on, the more shit will hit the fan. Good for constructing long-ass books. Bad for reality. Say it, damn it. He snaps when Deku stammers. I'm not really comfortable with this. Say it, you fuck. I like you, Kachan. Oh. Honestly, he should have seen it coming. Bakugou reads Deku like fucking narrative without his permission all the time. He's only on Journal 5 out of all 13, though, and the earlier journals are all about major edgelord shit. My soul is empty and black because he has no one to love. And I watch from the darkness, but do not interact. We're fucking hilarious, but I wonder if there's really life after death. I'd prefer if there was just oblivion. And the rest that follows started to worry him. After Deku's forced confession, he skips to journals about college starting from freshman year and sees about 30 pages dedicated to observations just about him. No wonder Todoroki couldn't get Deku to notice him. Fucker was too obsessed with someone else. Any reason you haven't mentioned Bakugou lately? Todoroki asks, Midoriya's sleep-deprived, pale face on the screen. He looks as tired as Todoroki's mother does all the time. Well, Midoriya bites his lip. I've been kind of avoiding him because I told him that I like him and... Midoriya continued on spewing the logistics and details of exactly what's happening, unaware that Todoroki stopped listening. Izuku likes... Bakugou. The room suddenly feels too small, and watching Midoriya worry about his situation, he gets a sudden, overwhelming feeling that the world is closing around him. Crumbling. Midoriya's face on the screen becomes a blur. His headphones are practically useless. Everything dies away into static, and all he could hear is, I told him I liked him, that I like him. I like him. I like him. I like him. Of course Midoriya didn't notice him. How could he like someone like Todoroki? Midoriya was too preoccupied with someone else from the start. His bangs fall to shadow his eyes, and he can't sit around and listen anymore. I need to go. He whispers, so softly he's not sure Midoriya hears, but he doesn't wait and ends the call anyways, leaving him alone in a small room. Izuku likes Bakugou. But Kachan has Kirishima now, Midoriya continues, and Kirishima's gotten so much closer to him in so little time. He's so much better for Kachan than I am. He looks down, fiddling with his thumb, and smiles softly, self-deprecating. So, if this was meant to be, I'm just gonna let Kachan go. I think that, now that I think back on it, we didn't really have a connection anyways in the first place. Not like the one you and I have, so... Silence. He looks up to see Todoroki's expression, but is met with a, your call has ended, message on the screen. I guess he needed help with his mom, again. He sighed, and closed the window. Bakugou doesn't really act any differently around Deku. But Deku definitely changed. Bakugou doesn't even know what the shit is up to these days. Deku doesn't even go out of the dorm except for classes. He jumps every time Bakugou enters the room and apologizes for every little goddamn thing. Back to square one. 12:07. Izuku. Hey, Shoto, we haven't talked a lot since our call. I'm just wondering if you're doing okay. 12:24. Izuku. Merry Christmas, Shoto. I hope your holiday has been going well. If you want to talk, just call me. 2:15. Izuku. So, long time no talk. How's it going? 3:02. Izuku. Okay, I guess you're busy, so I'll just be here if you need me. The day of the results finally came. This is probably the most crucial moment in Bakugou's academic career. The chemistry fellowship scholarship is a big fucking deal. One chosen student out of basically the entire software chem department, 2,000-something students strong, would be able to work with both Shota Aizawa, bomb mechanic and tectonic, and famous Toshinori Yagi. Bakugou has been studying for the shit since the freshman year, maybe even before. He slaved over books, slaved up, hunched over his desk, and talked to Mei Hatsume, the junior fellowship student, about the workload and what to expect. The day comes and goes, and Bakugou is pretty fucking sure he killed both the test and the interview. So imagine his surprise when he clicks the website. Bakugou Katsuki, and underneath his name, Midoriya Izuku. Due to a surplus of qualified students this year, we're unable to choose only one talented individual for the Chem Fellowship. For the 2 chosen, congratulations. Bakugou Katsuki, Chem major, and Midoriya Izuku, pre-med, English, and not Chem major. What the fuck? Ooh, okay, while I was reading that, I thought maybe Izuku would be the only one to get that, but now it's Izuku and Bakugou. Shit's getting spicy. Also, Izuku realizing that he has feelings for Todoroki just a little bit. Maybe he's not fully realizing, but I saw that. Also, Todoroki, what the fuck? You do not ghost the person you like. I do not give a shit if they like someone else. I had to sit there and, watch my crush go to like 3 different crushes while I was madly in love with them. Then they liked me. Then they dumped me. Then they got back with someone else. And then they went back to another person that was an absolute shit to them. And what did I do that whole time while I was madly in love with them? I supported them. Because in the end, it did not matter whether they liked me or not. I liked them, and I wanted them to be happy. Anyways, that bit me in the eyes because, we're not friends anymore. But the point is, if you like someone, love someone, you love them unconditionally. If they like someone else, so be it. Because in the end, what you want, if you truly love a person, if you truly love a person, you know that saying, if you love them, let them go? That saying is so true to love. Not necessarily actually let them go, but in the sense of, if you love someone, you would let them go if that's what they wanted. You would be okay with them dating someone else because you would see them, and although seeing them with that other person, smiling, giggling, laughing, it will hurt you, but at the same time, in your mind you think, well, at least they're happy. And I'm happy that they're happy in some weird heartbreak way. What you did, Bakugou, was not okay. Not Bakugou, Todoroki. I don't know, Todoroki. That's not how we behaved. Izuku's already gone through enough. Izuku probably thinks he did something wrong. Izuku's already going through it. Think about it this, Todoroki. Izuku's going through it. He confessed to Bakugou. Trust me, Bakugou does not like him back. Right? And sure, okay. Izuku doesn't like you. Get fucking over it, bitch. This is not how you behave. This is not how you treat someone you like. This is not acceptable behavior. Especially after knowing that Izuku is heavily bullied throughout the school. You know other people are not friends with Izuku. You do not cut ties. Cause what's that telling me? The friendship was conditional. As long as Izuku had a semi-chance of liking you, you were okay with that? I'm not liking Todoroki in this fic right now. I'm rooting for Kiribati, and low-key, I kind of like, I don't like BKDK in the sense of, relationship, but, friendship-wise, I dig them in this fic. Friendship-wise, I dig it, right? Relationship-wise, in this fic, not so much. I'm more Kiribati in this fic, which is really weird. Normally, I'm a BKDK fan all over, and not Todoroki. But, no offense to Todoroki. If you like Todoroki, good, amazing. I think I'm not saying that they're not a good ship. I see the ship potential, but I just prefer BKDK. Personally. Right? So, nothing wrong with Kiribati. I think it's a perfect ship. I think it's okay. I think it's, they have chemistry. I see it. Personally, I don't ship it, though. Anyways, in this fic, I like it a little bit more than I do BKDK, and that's saying something, right? I'm a huge BKDK fan. But, Todoroki, you're not winning good points on me. I'm just saying, Todoroki, you're not. This ain't it, Todoroki. This ain't it. This just ain't it. Sorry, not sorry, but this ain't it. Anyways, as always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, is this one being posted on Valentine's Day? I have to check. Yes, this is the one posted on Valentine's Day. Todoroki, how dare you do this on Valentine's Day? On Valentine's Day! Oh my god, I can't believe you. diabolical. Obviously, it's not Valentine's Day for them, but it's for us. Or you guys, not me. It is actually the 11th for me, so. Yeah, I'm trying to stock up so that I have days off. Like, for example, I think the 16th, I'm not going to record at all. Because I have a date with Sunny. So I'm just not going to record that day. Or maybe I will. I don't know. I'll have to record before date night, depending on when we end up going on. The calendar says early in the morning. Sunny, babes, do you know your do you know your boyfriend? I was about to say, do you know your baby boo? Not gonna, like 7 a.m. for me. Babe, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. I've been waking up at 12. 12 the latest. The earliest I've woken up is at 10 a.m. Babe, I'm gonna hold your hand. Okay, but then, yeah, I'll just record double on the 15th, even though I have a friend hangout. Who knows how long that's gonna take? Probably like 2 hours. I don't know. I am looking forward to hanging out with my bestie, right? You know, you would think after not talking for long periods of time, like, we would, like, lose our chemistry and shit in the sense of friendship, right? She's my IRL Kachan. So forever, you guys will refer to her as my Kachan. Platonic. My beta Kachan. I think in my contacts, she's saved as my beta Kachan, no homo. Yep, my beta Kachan, no homo. Because she's my beta Kachan, no homo. Because she's my Kachan in the sense of, like, she's not mean. She's like the beta Katsuki. Like the nice one. But she's my Kachan, okay? We've known each other since we were both 5. Love her. She has seen me through all my worst breakups. She has seen me through all my worst phases. And I'm 100% sure she knows about my YouTube, but I don't think she fully knows exactly what I do. Like, she knows I do YouTube. I don't think I've ever told her fully what it is, though. As I said, we talk very little, and I prioritize telling her things like I have a boyfriend, other than, oh yeah, I got a YouTube channel. You know, like, I'm sorry, guys. Priorities. Alright? Priorities. Anyways, as always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Link to my Discord server and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.